LGBT plus young adults in the UK are facing a heartbreaking reality. Almost half of them are estranged from at least one family member because of their sexuality or gender identity. A survey from the UK charity Just Like Us found that 46% of LGBT plus people had lost contact with a family member because of their identity, while almost a third reported a lack of confidence of a positive response when they first came out. The survey of 3,695 people aged 18 to 25 revealed that the rate of alienation was highest among transgender and non-binary respondents. 19% of trans individuals and 23% of non-binary individuals reported not being close to their immediate family members. Meanwhile, lesbians and gay men were more likely to be more confident of parental acceptance than their trans and non-binary counterparts. These findings come at the same time as a UK census revealing more than 1.3 million people identified as lesbian, gay or bisexual and 262,000 identified gender identities different from the sex registered at birth. Despite this, it's still clear that LGBT plus people are not universally accepted or celebrated. Amy Ashenden, the interim CEO of Just Like Us said, as LGBT plus people, many of us know the anguish that the breakdown of family relationships causes us when we're not accepted for who we are. It's sadly a common myth that being LGBT plus is easier today, when in fact many LGBT plus young adults remain fearful of their parents not accepting them, with almost half estranged from at least one family member. It's time for change. We must talk openly about these issues in school, at home and in the wider community to ensure that LGBT plus people are no longer living in fear of rejection. It's not enough to simply tolerate LGBT plus identities, we must learn to accept and celebrate them. Sasha Misra, an Associate Director of Communications and Campaigns at Stonewall had this to say: "We know how important it is to build strong ties with LGBTQ plus people because they lead to wider social acceptance. It's vital we focus on creating strong and stable relationships with LGBTQ plus youth, so they have the same opportunities to thrive as anyone else." This research shows that there is still a lot of work to do to ensure LGBTQ plus young people have confidence in simply being who they are, to prevent long-term impacts this might have on their mental health. It is not just the responsibility of parents, guardians and teachers, but of all of us, to commit to creating safe and inclusive environments that make any young person feel supported and validated. This isn't just an issue for the LGBT plus community, it's an issue for all of us. We must use our collective voice to call out discrimination and encourage open conversations about acceptance and diversity. Let's work together to make sure all LGBT plus people, young and old, feel loved and accepted in their communities.